Welcome to Foam University. Today we're going to talk about some problems you may be experiencing if you have inadequate crawl space insulation. The first problem, and this is what most people call us about, is cold floors. It's very, very common. Now, if you think about it, it's pretty simple. If the space that you're standing over is really cold, that floor is going to be cold also. It's the most common problem. The next thing that we hear about are drafts. Now, most of the time, especially in Michigan, you're going to have heat registers that are running up in your crawl space and coming up through your floor. So if you have drafts down in your crawl space, those drafts can come up through the register area, and now you feel that draft inside the house. Next thing, high energy bills. Also very common, just like all areas of your house. If it's under insulated or not insulated at all, it's going to affect your energy costs. Crawl space is no different. Next thing I want to talk about is your ductwork. Most houses in Michigan, at least anywhere northern, you're going to have your furnace in like your basement, your crawl space. It's very common. And that ductwork is going to run on the lower part of your house, like your crawl space. Now, if your crawl space is not air sealed or insulated, that space is going to be very cold, making the ducts themselves cold. So if your furnace is working really hard all winter to heat up some air and get it into your house through the registers, if those ducts are super cold, that hot air is going to be cooled down the whole time it's traveling to that register. So by the time it gets from your furnace all the way to your bedroom, for example, that air could have cooled down quite a bit. And maybe you're thinking there's a problem with your furnace or the delivery system. It could just be a very cold crawl space. Last thing I want to touch on is frozen pipes. This is a big one, especially if you live in a cold region. Anytime that the temperature gets very low, I mean super low, like 30 degrees below zero, you always run the risk for frozen pipes. However, if your crawl space is not insulated and air sealed at all, you could have frozen pipes as low as 32. As soon as you hit that freezing temperature, your pipes can freeze because they're basically exposed to the outside. There's nothing stopping that temperature from reaching your pipes. So again, we want to make sure we seal up the crawl space as well as air seal to make sure we don't get cold ducts, cold pipes, which can freeze, drafts, cold floors, etc. Hope you found this information useful. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to our channel so you see all of our videos. Leave us a comment. Let us know what's going on with your crawl space. If you have a problem maybe we didn't discuss, or if you worked on some of these problems, drop us a story. Let us know. Make sure you hit the bell so you see all of our notifications. Hey, don't forget, there's also a ton of information on our website, RetroFoamofMichigan.com. We have a learning center on there that is full of all kinds of information, articles, blogs, as well as videos. You're welcome.